What's going on, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 12 of Special Conditions, the podcast where we talk all things TCG. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Monday, October 28th, 2019. I am your host, Adam Tuttle, joined by my co-host, Josh Brown. Josh Brown, what is going on?
What's up, Adam? How's it going?
Fantastic. I'm doing great.
Good.
Splendid.
Good.
But not too sweet.
No?
Like Splenda.
Oh, okay. I mean...
Splenda.
We have a couple days for it to get sweet.
And low.
Oh, I was thinking more like trick-or-treat, Halloween candy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Trick-or-treat is coming.
Also, fun fact, Adam. I'm on baby watch. Sister-in-law is pregnant. She's already past her due date. And she could be having a baby at any second. So if you hear me immediately run off this podcast, that might be...
Oh, man.
It's her second kid. It's not even...
So that thing's just flying right out.
Not yet. She's past her due date. But the best part is because all grandparents and like relatives are like so excited about brand new baby girl. Her 2-year-old little boy has nobody to watch him, and because I have lots of sick time before the end of the year that I have to use up, I might have myself a little Uncle Josh vacation the next couple days to hang out with the little 2-year-old and do cool uncle things with. So
that's so awesome.
Yeah. Also, because this is a Pokemon show, she texted us a couple days ago. His name is Remy, short for Remington. And she's like, so we woke up in the morning and he wanted to watch cartoons. And guess what Remy wanted to watch? Like what?
Digimon.
Wanted to watch Pokemon. And I'm like,
oh, snap.
Yes. So, I don't know. A couple days with Uncle Josh and we might have ourselves a new full-fledged Pokemon fan here.
Pokemon trainer in training.
Yeah, in diapers. No. Yeah, so...
How to Train Your Trainer, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a new animated series by DreamWorks.
That's right. So, no, I'm doing well. I'm glad to be back. Looking forward to this episode. It's going to be a fun one, and always happy to hang out with you for a little bit.
Excellent. Just a quick thing. By the time you're hearing this, Cosmic Eclipse will have been released, because the release date is the 1st. So, I mean, depends on when this gets out, but... most likely, when you're hearing this, you can go to your local card shop and buy yourselves as much as you want. Because this is
Cosmic Eclipse.
Eclipse. It's so big of a set. It's so big.
Biggest one yet, right?
Yep. I have so many commons, uncommons, rares, reverse hollows, reverse hollow rares, hollow rares that I'm sending off. I'm going to get 2 boxes. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So don't necessarily have to buy 2 boxes. Mm-hmm. So I'll at least have like half the set, half of it, because
if you're lucky,
if I'm lucky, maybe a quarter. I'll bank on a quarter of the set.
That's fair.
I'll still be missing like a common like Metapod or something.
Sure.
I'm
just looking forward to having another cool set to collect without the stress of trying to find it and overpay for it. So that's cool.
Oh well, speaking of that.
We don't speak of that.
I believe I said this in the last pod. I know that I just looked on the GameStop app and I was looking through all the stuff, and online you can pre-order the giant shiny collection with the shiny Rayquaza and the 2 gold Solgaleo and Lunala GX. It's $100, so you just need to drop $100 in order to pre-order it. So
you're talking about Hidden Fates.
Hidden Fates, yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What else set is $100 for a special box?
Just Hidden Fates.
Just Hidden Fates. But when I was on there, I was scrolling through and seeing all the stuff because my local GameStop, the one right next door to my job, they restocked on their tins.
Ooh.
I think they got 6 of them.
Okay.
And I bought.
Yeah, you did.
In the first, all 3 were Charizards, and I pulled a Charizard out of 1. I pulled a shiny Greninja GX. It was like all 3 out of the 4 packs were junk, and there was 1 pack that was good.
Sure.
Like the last pack was like Wigglytuff GX and a shiny. It was like, cool. And then Onix GX and a shiny. And I'm like, okay, cool. So at least I got new shinies and the 2 GXs that I was missing.
That's awesome.
So that's like over 70 packs or something like that. And I finally got Onix.
It's crazy.
Which is insane. Like when you think about it, like
Oh, Adam, I just looked on the GameStop app, and there's a couple GameStops near me that have them.
Yeah, it's one of those like they got them and they just put them on the shelves and they didn't say anything to anybody.
Right.
And there was no restock announcement. There was nothing. So
Oh,
if you hear this, quickly open up your GameStop app, look for the Hidden Fates tins, and see if there's any still in your local area.
just type in
I
Hidden
know-
Faith, and you'll see all kinds of great stuff in there.
I know that there's a few near me still. I just have to hold on to my wallet as tight as possible and not open it.
Clarification. That big old shiny box of goodness. Fantastic. Awesome. That's not a GameStop exclusive, correct?
Correct. It is
Okay.
just available for pre-order there.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
And I know that the GameStop that was right by my job, they didn't have anyone able to pre-order it, but it was up for a short period. And so that makes me believe that they will at least get one. And I've already talked to everybody and I'm like, hold it for me.
Right.
Because I'm sure this like Walmarts and Targets and stuff will probably get on average about 2.
Yeah.
Because that's like an expensive box.
Yeah. It seemed like the Pokeball sets, the Targets were getting like 3 or 4 total.
Yeah,
so.
they were gone instantly. Like I could not find a Metagross. So I'm a shiny Metagrossless.
Oh, you still don't have one?
No,
I got you.
I didn't get that Ultra Ball. I only
got
got
you.
2 Great Balls.
You, man.
What?
Yeah,
How
don't
many
worry
did you
about it.
find?
Adam,
Oh my god, you
talk
kill
numbers.
me. You guys, you don't
No.
know this, listeners. You don't know this, but like Josh kills me because he's just like, oh, I've got that. I've got many of those. Like, how many did you find? So like,
No, we don't. No, you don't want to know. You don't.
this
wanna
goes
know.
back to our Skylanders days, and where day one you had to be out on launch, and
Yeah.
or anytime a new wave came out and hunted for these things. So Josh
did.
is a pro in that.
Adam, there's a benefit of having like no joke 6 targets within 5 miles. It's stupid how
6
accessible.
targets times 3 or 4
You know,
great
Adam,
balls.
no,
and-
don't do math. We don't do math
boop,
on
beep,
this
boop, beep, boop, beep,
podcast.
boop.
No,
$1 million.
it feels like it, man.
Okay. So while we're on
Yeah.
the topic of Hidden Fates,
Yes.
we all know that I pulled one, but you tweeted something out recently that almost looked like what I pulled.
Adam,
Oh, it was just a Misty's determination. Misty's determination.
no, it you know,
You
on
pulled
this
the
pod-
Mewtwo.
Well,
You pulled the legendary trio.
I got I got the Mewtwo a while ago.
No, I know. I'm just. I'm being
Also,
awful, I'm
is it
sorry.
weird? Okay, for people that like may not watch his videos, Leonhardt opens a lot of Hidden Fates, and like his most recent video, he got like stupid excited about pulling a Cynthia card, and I'm like, I got two of those, like to the point where I'm not excited anymore of pulling them, which feels weird, but never mind. You know, teach their own, I guess. Whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Don't. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, I don't have any.
No. Yeah.
And I would kill for a playset, which is 4.
Well,
we need to have a Skype call and just
Adam,
like,
let me just say my
I
flex
just need
deck
you to
is
see
looking
I have-
proper. Yeah. No, Adam, it happened. I've been saying on this podcast for weeks now that I had a shiny Charizard full art GX in my house somewhere. I hadn't opened it yet, but I knew it was in the house. Sure enough, Mom, dude, it happens, and it was pulled official. The proud owner officially of the shiny Charizard. It is exciting, the most amazing card I've ever seen in person in my life. So my partner Val and I, we were sitting there. I had 2 pin packs. I had been saving for you. I was going to ship them out your way, and you said, "Don't do that because I already pulled the Charizard, so
I
don't
would
need it."
I would feel so bad if I pulled another one from those.
God, yeah, that would be awful.
When that's yeah.
Yeah, so I'd been saving them. I had 1 Mew, 1 Mewtwo. I was gonna send them off. I just hadn't yet. Then you pulled the Charizard. I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't know if he needs these anymore. Then you told me, you gave me the green light to go ahead and open them. So we sat down. We opened those 2 pin boxes. Plus, I had another Elite Trainer box that I hadn't opened yet. So quick math, that's 16 packs. I shuffled them all around. I opened all 3 packages at the same time, took the 16 packs, divided them up, 8 and 8, 8 for me, 8 for Val. I have no idea which packs came from which boxes or anything like that. But we got like 3 or 4 packs in, and we go one at a time. So I'll do one, she'll do one, I'll do one, she does one.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, and like I pulled like a full art of something, and then like a shiny something, and then I think I pulled like a Giovanni also, and like I could just tell that she was starting to get like a little bummed because she was getting like a Snorlax, and then here's
a Butterfree, an Electrode, a Mr. Mime,
Lapras.
a Lapras. Oh my god, don't talk about the Lapras. I still don't have a Lapras.
But nothing at all.
I got
remotely
3 more tins and still no Lapras. Are you fronting me right now?
Yeah, no, I got you. It's already sleeved up, right? But like I could tell like she was getting bummed, right? Like she wasn't pulling anything fun and exciting, which it happens. And I was like, what's wrong? She's like, I just feel like I'm like disappointing you. I'm like, one, you're not disappointing me because you can't control what's in the cards. I'm the one that split up the packs. 2, like I would never be disappointed in you because of like a random thing. Like that's so. I was like, don't be you're silly.
Yeah.
Stop.
Completely agree there.
I was like, you need to change your mood. We're opening Pokemon cards. It's fun. Let's just keep having fun with this. Like this is what we're doing. And then so the next pack, she got a Charizard GX, and I'm like, that's a good sign, right? Like in my head, this is immediately what I thought. Adam, no joke. I was like, that video that I watched of Adam and his girlfriend, I'm pretty sure the pack before the shiny Charizard, they got a Charizard GX.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, she just pulled a Charizard GX. I was like, how wild would that be if the shiny Charizard happens tonight? I was like, this is a sign. This is too weird, right? So then I opened my pack and I didn't get anything good. And then she opens her next pack and going through the whole thing, and she flips it over and like it just silence between the two of us. And she was like, oh my god. I'm like, and I immediately just grabbed the sleeve, put it in there, and then like exhaled because I think I stopped breathing for a second or 2 or 10. I blacked out, but like it was dead silence. And then like
you like passed out. You're like, you wake up, you're like, oh, where is it? Oh, good. It's in my hand in the top loader.
Yeah.
Good to go. Good to go.
Fanning myself with the card. No. And it was celebration from there. I was like, well, we're done. We just beat the game. We're done. I don't even want to open the rest of the packs. Obviously, we did, and don't be silly. Yeah. But
and you pulled like 10 more Laprases.
Yeah, like every pack, I just like
every
open the
pack is a Lapras.
I just open it and then just like look down at the Charizard that was just sitting there. I'm like, we pulled it. Like it happened.
It's such a good feeling.
Yeah, and like nothing else got pulled after that, and I was like, it doesn't even matter. Like from this point on, it doesn't matter what we get from Hidden Fates. Like we got the card, and that's it. Like it felt so good, so good. I didn't have any top loaders,
but you went to the store and got some. You're like, oh, not yet.
No. I did
so
put
it's
it
just
in
somewhere
one
to
of the
sleep.
sleeves.
Oh,
I tossed it in one of the boxes. It's hidden.
Oh, it's just rustling around in there.
No, I sleeved it.
Sounds like this a little bit.
No,
just rustling around in a deck box somewhere.
I went on Amazon. I purchased some top loaders, like a big old hefty pack of top loaders, and then also a 5-pack of the One Touch cards that somebody wrote in last week about. Right?
Oh snap! Yeah.
Yeah, those magnetic One Touch, really thick plastic card holders. I got a 5-pack of those, and I put that sucker in. Only 2 times I've touched it. It's a beautiful card. My professional opinion, I think it's a 10. It's centered as best as I could tell, like pretty flawlessly. There's no weird white marks on the back.
I know, right? Mine has a weird white mark, and everybody. Because I'm going to be honest, you guys are all going to have a broken heart real quick. I did put it on eBay.
Yeah.
And I have people watching it.
Yeah.
And people have been nonstop messaging me.
Sure.
But I'm very firm on the price because...
You have to be.
I'm very firm on the price.
Yeah. You're in control here, man.
But I keep seeing them like selling for less and less and less. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. At this point, it's like getting it graded. I know that if I do still want to get it sold after it's graded, at least it will be graded, and there's no doubt about what the condition is and all that stuff, so
right.
I can at least get what I am firm on for it. So I think that's the route that I'm going to take, is I'm going to get it graded because nobody has purchased it, or everybody's kind of confused about the white spot. They're like, oh, is that something you could put like a marker to? I'm like, are you serious? It's Charizard Shiny GX, and you want to take a marker to it? Is that something that you can just like scratch off? No, it's a part of the card. It literally is like an error in the corner. It's a little tiny white dot that was it's the print. Yeah, lack of ink at that exact moment. They were like, we're gonna print this $400 card.
Yeah.
Oh snap! That one doesn't look as good.
I don't know if I'm selling mine, Adam.
I secretly don't want to.
I
know it's financially the best thing for me right now.
Oh, I know. I've thought of that too. Okay, this is going to sound so dumb and so greedy of me, but I'm thinking, what if I pulled another one? Like, then I could sell one, right? Like, that'd be totally cool to sell a second one.
Yep.
And keep the one, but, what are the odds? I don't know.
I don't know what the odds are.
It's so pretty, though. I'm such a... Like, legit, like, as a kid, like, I collected baseball cards and, like, all kinds of sports cards. And, always had some like fun pulls and whatnot. I don't think I've had a pool as exciting as this one, like in my life, of any kind of card. Like this is it. This is the top of the mountain for me as pulls go. So it's pretty rad.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. When we pulled that, it was like heart racing. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I've had that kind of moment. I can't even remember. Right. I mean, honestly, I went through a binder of just old cards, and there was a Shining Mewtwo in it, and it was $2. I was like, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's worth more than $2, and I was like sure that it was like $5 or $6 at least.
Right.
And then you look on eBay, it's going for like 68, and it's like, and it's in such good condition too. It's like, I honestly should get that PSA graded too. But then it's like, if you have a collection, how do you fit that into a sleeve?
Right.
I
know.
If you have your binder filled with all these other shiny GXs, but then Charizard, it's just like a sore thumb. Do you just, like, where do you keep that?
It's already bugging me. The fact that it's not in order with my other Shining collection, like, it's driving me insane.
It is literally just in a top loader, like, off to the side right now. And I'm just like, it's killing me. I just want it in there, but just as protected as it possibly can be.
Absolutely. So I'm like, maybe I should just do them all like that.
And then you're like, every single one's going to be graded.
Yeah, my $1.
Just send your whole binder in.
Boom.
Can you guys grade this whole thing?
My shiny. Yeah, that's my pull of the week. Pull of the month, probably pull of the year, I would say.
No, there's going to be another pull. It's timing.
That card, though.
Yeah, you're right. It is. And there's never been a moment like that.
Yeah. And like, even going forward, like, even if I pull, like, rare cards, like, it's going to be a while, I think, before the hype of one particular card reaches this level. I agree. Off the charts.
You got to remember, Unbroken Bonds, we still have a hyper rare Charizard Reshiram GX tag team, which is
people
still
talking about that on Twitter, like, that would normally not talk about Pokemon cards.
No,
like, we have Amiibo Jason, like, he's tweeting about his shiny Charizard, right? Like, he's not like, there's it's in a different stratosphere of cards. Like, maybe not to, like, the normal collectors of Pokemon cards, but, like, somehow this shiny Charizard breached the Pokemon trading card game collectors, and
it's like in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Hidden Fates, man. Best set ever.
Yep. And it's like it's the best and the worst set ever. It's the best because of the shiny vault. It is the worst because of the actual set.
I don't know. I like the set.
Well, there's so many cards that are just trash, though. Oh my god!
I'll never use them, but I like them.
Like, just looking at Butterfree, you have to evolve this thing twice, attach 2 energies, and it does Gust for 80. I have a Stage 1 Scizor GX that can do 80 for 2 energies.
The playing aspect, sure. I'll give you that. It's a trash set.
Okay, good. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for agreeing with me.
Okay.
And how easy it is to pull the legendary birds. Come on.
It's still fun though, because they're all
so I found some tins. Josh pulled the Charizard GX shiny. We're both and like how funny is that? It's like we're both doing this show.
Yeah,
we both have experiences where we pulled it, like, our significant other to be like, how weird is this?
Yeah, did it for
both
us.
Of our significant others both pull Charizard GXs and then pull the like that's not a coincidence.
And then we sit on this show and
That's
we take
fate.
credit for it
That's fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're sharing it on the show. Like, you didn't even tell me that. You know, it's like...
Right? I told you I had a story about it.
Our fates,
Yeah.
They're definitely hidden. Somewhere in the Charizard GX vicinity.
Can I do one thing, Adam, before we get to our topic?
Yeah, sure.
I don't have a physical pack to open,
I don't either.
but I have a digital. Or a couple, if you don't mind.
Okay, go for it.
Let's open a couple.
Well, we have to give out. Speaking of hidden fates, let me give out one of these codes real quick.
Oh, you mean NWQLNDY67ZLCZ? That's for a
That's the
Gyarados
one.
tin.
That's for a Gyarados tin?
Yeah, have fun. Go get it, guys.
Jeez, that's lucky.
I'm gonna hit the music because Ken's gonna love this. Oh, you do, don't you? Okay, we're opening up Hidden Fates app. Now I've already pulled the Shiny Charizard digital.
I have not. I haven't opened any of my hidden fates packs.
Okay, we got 2 covered up. Where are they gonna be, Adam? Where are they gonna be? First one.
Butterfree reverse hollow and a Butterfree regular rare.
How about a Zapdos? And no effing way. No effing way.
Take a
You
picture.
have got
Send it to me
to be kidding me.
right now. Just don't say anything. Just text it to me. Quick. The show is waiting.
I'm trying. I don't.
You can't take a picture fast enough.
I can't. I just. Oh, what?
All right, guys.
What?
He pulled a shiny Charizard GX. What? How is that even possible?
I don't know. You heard it.
Oh my gosh, guys!
just
He
happened
legitimately. Oh my god.
I'm closing the iPad. I can't even right now. I just.
Oh man.
How, Adam? How?
That's so far. That's 4 shiny Charizards between us.
Yeah.
Now I have to go and open a bunch of hidden fates.
I mean,
packs
if you'd
and
be
try
my
to get it.
friend on TCG Online, I could.
I don't even know what your name is.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it last week, Adam.
Yeah,
It was
I know.
the underscore noise NOYSE.
And mine's Hardcore Fish. HARDCORPHISH.
Type it in the show notes.
As in corfish, but hardcore fish.
Type it in the show. I was gonna open another one, but I
No, yeah, don't.
We have to stop on that.
You can't beat that.
That's
like pulling a shiny Charizard. You can't beat that.
Yeah,
because
no.
you pulled a shiny Charizard. You can't beat that.
just Moving on.
Moving on.
Unbelievable. You know what? I gotta write you 10 for Hidden Fates code. 994 KLZJ K7VNH. There you go. 2 10s.
Good luck.
All right,
We weren't
Adam.
ready for it.
Move on.
All right, so let's talk grading.
Let's
try because I've been through Beckett's website and PSA's website, and it is confusing. And I don't feel like after reading everything, after printing out the forms and getting excited about it, I don't even think I'm not ready. But we're just gonna have to talk about it anyways because you guys have been waiting for it, and like I don't know what to do.
Right.
So what do we as a collective? What do we think PSA or Beckett is?
Well, going back to my trading card, sports trading card days as a kid, like I relied on Beckett, like physical printed magazine to tell me the price of cards, and every month would be a new Beckett. It'd be a new magazine for each sport, and you could look up any set that had been released of any cards, and it would tell you the price of every single card, and every month it'd have a little arrow up or down that indicated if the price had gone up in that month or the price had gone down in that month. So like when I see Beckett, and like we're talking about Pokemon cards now, like there's like this flood of nostalgia for me of like, yeah, that's what I relied on, price cards as make sure I was getting the most from my trade, how I sold cards. And so now to know that like there's this whole other side of Beckett for grading cards on like their condition is wild.
Yeah, and like looking at thinking about my past, I mean, I think I used it mostly for like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because like that's when I was into the they're this value and they're that value, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like so ridiculously scaled. It was like you got the tournament series pack, and it's like I was the kid that had the mechanical chaser way back when, which was like the rarest card from that pack. And then like, later on down the road, they printed it as like a common card. So it's like, oh, cool. But like, that's where I got all my prices from. So I completely understand. And I'm right there with you.
Right.
And then PSA is just a name that I've heard just everywhere. Anytime somebody has a card that's graded, it's PSA.
Right. And I assumed that it was just like, are there any flaws? Like, has the card been damaged? Right. Like, is there a corner bent? Is there any kind of scuff mark? Is there any kind of nasty fingerprints on it, or any type of little nick in the side of it, or anything like that, right? Man-made abnormalities to the card after you open them. How perfect is the card? How pristine it? I didn't ever think about the printing of the card being a flaw that you could get like knocked down, because I feel like as a kid, like if you had like a flaw in a baseball card, like it went up in value because it was less common than a perfectly printed card, right? Does that make sense?
Right. Yep.
But now, as I understand it to be, if like the card's a little bit off-centered or there's a white speck in the corner because the printer ink just didn't hit all the way, like your card value goes down, which seems crazy because that's not your fault, right? It's not your fault that the card's off-center or, has a little splotch on it or something. So that's crazy.
Well, it's all, that's why you got to pull multiple of that one card.
And
get more hidden fates.
Yeah.
Second Charizard. You got another one in PTCGO. That's a sign. Go buy more.
You're so bad, Ab.
I am awful. I am the worst. I am an enabler.
You are.
Oh, that looks good on you. Buy it. Oh, you want those? Buy it. Just get it. Just buy it. You want it.
Right.
You're not going to be happy till you buy it.
That's true.
But yeah, like as far as like what they do is like, they grade your cards on a scale from like 1 to 10, and like 10 being, gem mint, and you're aiming for the 10. 9.5 is like the average.
Right.
10s are pretty hard to get. And you just need like an entirely flawless card.
Man, it's so crazy. Like that, just like a little bit, the line is a little bit off to the left, makes it a 9.5 instead of a 10.
Yeah, no, I was just looking through some of my cards from Celestial Storm, and like I have a Blaziken GX that's like completely to the right.
Right.
Like there's so much card on the left, of like that silver border. I'm just like, that's definitely off-centered.
But like,
so I'm not getting that graded.
Yeah, right. But like you're saying, like the difference between a 9.5 and a 10 on a card like Charizard could be like
that
hundreds
makes
of dollars,
a lot of difference,
right?
Thousands
of dollars. It's crazy. It's absolutely so if you look at the card and you physically see that it's like off center or like wrong with it, like do you even bother getting it graded at that point? Do people, I guess what I'm asking, do people get it graded based on the assumption that they think it's going to be a 10 and they're hoping to get confirmation on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those, if you have a card that's rare enough, I don't think it really matters the off centering, like anything. You want that validation that it's in good condition.
Right. You want someone else to back you up and be like, yeah, this is the condition of the card that I'm saying.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And just to put it into like perspective, like a Charizard 9.5 recently sold on eBay for like 400. I want to try to find PSA 10 went for 605.
But then there's another one that went for a couple $1,000s, right?
Yes.
That was also a 10. The market is so weird, man.
Yeah, I don't understand it. It's like, and then there's so Beckett, a Beckett graded Charizard that was a 10 pristine is 2,476, and that was sold on the 23rd. But a 9.5 was sold for 350.
Yeah.
Or 410. Yeah. Or 499. Depends on when you decide you want to buy it.
Sure. Yeah, that's $2,000 difference.
Yeah, and then this one, that's PSA 10. It's a Beckett, is 665. So that's so confusing because like why did this one go for so much?
So does the Beckett rating, is that more prestigious than the PSA rating?
I think they've been at the game for a long time. It's just they're not like the common.
Right.
They're not so common.
So how do we get cards graded? How does that work?
Well, Beckett's site seems to be a little bit easier in the terms of, I don't know, like I printed out the form. Mm-hmm. It just asks for your name, address, phone number, all that stuff, how you're shipping it essentially, or how you shipped it. And then it's asking for like the card name, how many, set, card number, and from the set, card description, declared value. So if you're like Charizard, you're like, $400.
$8,000.
$8,000. And then it kind of goes and does like calculating for like the shipping cost and like for all the stuff. Mm-hmm. And then it asks for your card number and all that stuff. Sign it, date it, and then you just send that with a piece to the address that's on the top, and then you're good to go. And there's different levels of service and how fast you want it like back to you.
Right.
So they can grade it in 2 days. That is like $50 a card to get it back that fast.
Okay.
And then it's that's for it like being insured for that amount, or well, then okay, never mind. Hold on the back. So because you have to pay for the service.
Okay.
And how fast you want the service is $20 for 60 days, $30 for 20 days, $40 for 5 days, and $50 for 2 days.
Okay. So you pay more for
Couple
it to come
that.
back quick.
Right. And then, well, for the turnaround time, for them to ship it back to you. So you could have it done in 2 days, but have your shipping be like the standard. But for like one card, it's like $22. And then for the insurance, because you just have to have insurance on it, from $1 to $1,000 is $11 extra. So it's like $33 to ship it back to you. So you have to do the cost of actually getting it graded, plus the shipping it back to you, and you have to pay for shipping to get it to them.
I guess that makes sense.
So there's a little bit there, and going through PSA's website, it's kind of like all online and just kind of like ask you all the information that kind of like this does.
Right.
Which I guess would be easier because you're filling it out online.
Sure.
Versus using a physical sheet. But then it's like, I don't know, which one should I do? Which one should I go for? That I think is the bigger question. It's like clearly Beckett gets a little bit more on average. Not sure why, but PSA is like a more well-known. I'd say more people would like search PSA graded Charizard versus Beckett graded Charizard.
I wonder if Beckett's just because it's more associated with sport, and maybe PSA is more associated other collectible
just
cards.
Anything. Yeah, any collectibles like signatures and stuff. Mm-hmm. And
now I'm looking at their website, Adam. How close are you to Rhode Island?
I want to say like 3 or 4.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with these. So they have shows that they go to. And at some of the shows, they do just on-site autograph authentication, but some shows, they do raw/graded card reviews also. So you could physically take them and get them graded there. If you're close enough to a show, yeah. And that seems like a fantastic way to go, because then you're not shipping it, you're not waiting for it, you're not relying on the postal service to not mess up and lose your most valuable card you've ever had in your entire life. Like, if you could do that route, that seems fantastic. I don't know what it costs on site to do or anything like that, but that's a cool thing I didn't realize was a thing.
I am looking right now. As far as location, it's 2.5 hours.
Okay. I think the Rhode Island one is just on-site autograph. So I don't know if that was huge, but
no.
Now that I'm looking
unless you want to sign it.
No. I won't be very much, Adam.
You sign me yours, and I will get it graded, and I'll sign mine and give you that one.
Perfect. Yeah, if you're close to a show that does this, and this is just Beckett. I don't know about PSA, but this is just Beckett. I would definitely look into these, card shows and memorabilia shows, because it might be cheaper and you might feel better about keeping it in your possession the entire time as shipping it through the mail. You get insurance and all that stuff, but like the insurance check isn't going to make you feel better about not having your shiny Charizard. Like,
it's almost like, oh, I need this back like today.
Yeah, you'd be like, cool, the money, but like, I wish I had my. So it sounds like a process, though. Either way, to get these graded.
Yes, yeah, 110%. Because it's like, it's like homework. Oh God, I don't have to fill this out again, do I? There are like tiers, and you can do subscriptions so that it can be cheaper. But I don't see myself doing more than 1 or 2 cards.
Right.
Because like everything that I have, I know is in like not the best condition. So I'd say anything that like I put in my binders or have, I guess close to like, if it was a rare card, 9.5, like cool. But I'd say on average, I probably have 8s.
Sure. But like also like if you're getting them graded, like would you get it graded just to keep it in your collection? Like it seems like you'd only want or need to get it graded if you were considering wanting to sell it.
I agree with that.
It seems silly to get it graded just for it to sit on your, your friend comes over and be like, look at this 10. It says so right here, the 10. I could print out one of those stupid
to be honest,
and write 10 on it.
So I did Pokesoul's Battle Pack Network or Pack Battle Network.
Mm-hmm.
He, for winning, so he included, I don't know who, supplied it as like one of the prizes, but I have a 2005 Delta Species Mewtwo from EX Delta Species. It's a 9, and it's really cool. Like, there's a little barcode on the back, and I scanned it. So this is like my only and first PSA graded card.
Okay.
And like, I don't know what I'd do with it otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of special because it's my first PSA graded card.
Right.
But I can't see myself having a collection or like a stack of these. Like,
right.
That just doesn't seem like, where would you put them all? These don't just easily fit.
A display cabinet, I suppose.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, then you could only have like a row of them.
Right.
Because you can't put one behind the other,
Yeah.
They're not like amiibos.
No.
You can't they can't look good all together.
You just throw them in a bin and forget about them. Wish you had that part of your life back.
I wish I could my cabinet. It's like the cabinet doors are closed. Yeah. I can't ever look in that cabinet. But they're still coming out with more.
Grading is a fascinating
thing. Pokemon grading.
Yeah.
I know that this probably didn't answer any questions
No.
or give any information to anybody, but just know that you can do it.
Yeah.
I signed up for Beckett's site.
Which is free.
I'll be signing up for PSA site because I definitely want to send something out. I want to try and test both.
Yeah.
See differences and come back at a later show. Just because, maybe you do one, I do a different one, just to see.
Right. Be worth.
And it's like,
maybe I'll send
it's like weird because
maybe I'll send
I don't know which.
Because I got some.
Oh no! How many? How many do you have?
I told you, Adam. I have a flex
I'm like,
deck.
I need 4 for a playset.
Yeah.
I just want to play with them.
Yeah, I could play with them too.
I need 1 for my collection, and I need 4 to play in my decks, and then you can have all the rest.
Can I send a digital shiny Charizard? Because I got a few of those.
For PSA grading? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think so.
It's pristine. It's flawless.
Yeah, they'd have no. Yeah, it's pristine. It's straight digital. The corners are exactly how they're supposed to be.
Might look like I'd get 9.5 somehow.
They'd be like, you pulled 2. That's not feasible.
Oh my! Are there? Okay, so my only real question with this, so we know you could send it in through the mail. We now know that you could find these people at like card shows, conventions. Are any card shop owners, like, is it like what's the word I'm looking for? How like a notary, right? Like anybody in the public could become a notary that has like the official license to like say, to stamp it and say that like I legally saw this happen. Is there a process for that for like card shop owners that you could take your card to it and they can give it like an official rating because they've been through like the training? Like, is that a thing? Am I making something up in my head now?
Not any of the card shops around here that I've ever dealt with.
Okay, sure.
I will say that there are people in the community. I can't give out any suggestions as far as like who to talk to, but there are people that do subscribe to these higher tiers because they send in so many to PSA that they actually will take your card for you. You just send it to them, and it's like, whatever they, because they get such a good discount, they give you a better price than what you would have to pay for yourself to do it.
Oh, so they act as the middle.
And they're already vetted, so it just takes time for you to send it to them to send it to PSA, PSA to send it to them, and then back to you. Right. If you can trust them.
Sure.
So you'd want to find somebody in the community that
other people have used.
Is absolutely trustworthy and has so many people backing them because
that's just one.
I'm weird,
more...
and I don't know if I'd let my shiny Charizard go any other hands other than mine.
Right. Because what if it got quote unquote lost in the mail? Like, believe it?
Right, like I might.
uh,
You know, to be honest, I have the first, second, third, and fourth place Delibird League Challenge promos, so I might actually just get all 4 of those PSA graded. That would be
that.
I think that might be something I do.
Yeah, that'd be a good test.
And then whatever it is, like, and then I'll see if I can trust said person, and then go from there.
Sure, that'd be interesting.
But if you have done PSA, know anyone that does PSA, anything to that nature, please write in. We definitely want to hear from you guys.
Yes,
because I'm a noob at this.
Yes,
this is the one thing. This is like where I need to be taught.
Right.
And like honestly, I watched Lionheart's his video of him actually going to Beckett, and then like his PSA grades, his like Shadowless Charizard was a 9, and his something party Japanese art like bird trio card was a 9.5. So that was pretty cool. But it looked really cool. Like you could actually go to this physical place, drop off your cards, and then come back and get them.
I wonder if they're based in LA or no, he's not in LA. Dallas?
Maybe
he went to a show there. Maybe that's what it was. Who knows, Adam? I don't know. Look, all I know is that I don't know anything. And when I asked you about this a few weeks ago, like you had the deer in the headlight look, and I was like, oh boy, he doesn't know either. So this is going to be fun for us to explore together. And here we are.
Right?
Yeah. So, yeah. Like Adam said, if you've done it before, have more information than we have, like, write in. Let us know. We are curious to hear your stories if you have them. Right, Adam?
Right.
Yes.
Right. Sorry. I'm slightly distracted.
Okay. It's like,
but for good reason. We had a listener email.
Oh, cool. Okay. Do you want me to read it?
Sorry to jump tracks.
It's okay. No. You're look. We promise to be a more professional podcast. We might be the most professional Pokemon podcast on the Professor Pokemon Network. But we're not quite super professional. We're getting there. We're getting close, but still a work in progress. Right, Adam?
Yes. My
do you
life,
want me to read
constant
this email?
Work in progress. And I would. What's that?
Do you want me to read this email?
If you want to.
Okay.
This comes in from Jacob C.
Jacob C. All right. Jacob C. wrote in.
The title was Bad League Experience.
Oh, okay. Bad league. Let's get it. This is going to be kind of long, and I'm bad with grammar, so I apologize in advance, but I'm really enjoying the podcast, and I need to talk to someone about this. So I decided, who better than you guys, right? I've been trying to get into the game for a couple of months now, and I started collecting and playing online, but I prefer playing in person. The only person I know who also plays is my brother-in-law, but he works nights, so we only get to play like one round a week. I went to a Unified Minds pre-release a few months ago at a shop that's about 45 minutes from where I live, and was talking to one of the professors about the LGS in my town that's about 5 minutes away from me.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay, sorry. He told me that the guy who runs...
local game shop. Nice
pull. He told me the guy who runs all the games there is banned by TCPI, but didn't go into specifics about it, and that's why there wasn't a league set up at the store. I've never been to League because driving 45 minutes on a Wednesday night just isn't reasonable. Also fair. Well, that store recently set up a league, and I was immediately suspicious, but I decided that I would go try to trade for some cards I've been needing and wanting to play. I was the only person who showed up, so I was talking to the guy who I thought was running it, the guy who I was told is banned, and he says that he can't run the league because he is a level 3 judge, and he has another guy who is running the league, and he was on his way and would set me up with a trainer ID. Probably all checks out so far, right, Adam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
I don't know what a level 3 judge is, but sounds official. I waited an hour, and the guy comes in and goes to the table and asks who is there for Pokemon. I sit down and said, and he said, so you need to learn how to play? When I told him I already knew how to play, he explained that the possibly banned guy told him that there was a bunch of kids there wanting to learn how to play the game, and he had just rushed from cooking dinner for his family and came up there to teach kids how to play, only to show up and it's just me. Dang.
Wow.
He was nice about it. We played a few rounds, and he gave me some advice on my deck. I never got a trainer ID, and the possibly banned guy gave me a stack of promo cards, which was kind of cool, but... where do I go from here? I still have cards that I need, and I can't find any stores near me, and I don't have the money to just blindly open packs, hoping I get them, and still won't have anyone I could play with on a regular basis. So I'm just kind of frustrated, to say the least. Hope all that made sense. If you read this, thank you, and I'm sorry for venting you guys. First of all,
no, we want you to vent to us.
Do not apologize.
Yeah, this is why we're here.
Yes. Also, I can't help you, so Adam, help this.
Okay, so first off, don't buy packs blindly. This is like the worst advice coming from people that just love opening packs. But if you need cards, if you need specific cards, I know Jirachis are a hot ticket. Like, because it sounds like you know what you're going for, the cards you need. Mm-hmm. If you are going for Jirachis, Giratinas, Inkay Malamars, like, I implore you to buy that purple, I don't know what it's called, but it's a structure deck that comes, but it's like an actual competitive TCG deck. It's basically Malamar. That comes with the 2 Jirachis, it comes with Cynthias, it comes with just a ton of useful cards for a very low price.
Right.
Like Jirachis at one point were $20, $30 a piece, and then you get 2 of them in this set for just $20, plus all of these other good cards that are all playable, or even the Rayquaza one. It's just, those 2 have very useful cards in both that you can use in any decks. Those aren't blindly packs. You can actually look in the back and find out which cards are in there. So I hope that helps if you need any of those cards. But if not, go to tcgplayer.com. It's kind of like a website where vetted sellers sell their cards, and they usually beat out Troll and Toad's prices or Collector's Cache's prices. It's the lowest prices that you can possibly find on those cards. And then if that doesn't work, eBay is sometimes your friend. I always look for free shipping. I always do lowest price plus shipping first, and then you do buy it now.
Yeah.
So that way here it gives you, with all those filters, it gives you all your options. And sometimes the options say, like $1.50 or $3, and it says, or best offer. Give them your best offer. If you think that card's worth $1 or $1.50, offer it. They might counter with $1.75. And hey, I'll pay an extra quarter if you're willing to let me take it for $1.75 versus the $3. I just saved $1.25.
Yeah. As far as eBay goes, like my partner Val, she on the side, she's a big eBay seller, and she accepts offers all the time because eBay sellers put a top price of what would be nice to get, but almost always they are willing to take less just to get the inventory out of their hands. So make offers. It doesn't cost you anything. If you make an offer that you think is good, they'll either accept it, they might counter, like Adam said, but they usually are looking to move product. So they're aiming to sell. Go for it. Take some chances.
Exactly. And I mean, I don't want to necessarily open up a can of worms and just start trading people, but eventually we can get to a place where I might have myself and with Josh, we might have cards in a inventory setting where we could be able to, trade or sell cards. Eventually, that's not something we're doing right now. That's far into the future, but it is something that I'm thinking about. And because we obviously want to help the community, and you guys are the community that are listening. You guys are collecting cards. You guys are trading cards, buying cards, playing with the cards, loving the characters, loving the artwork, and we just want to help.
Right.
So for now, all that we can do is suggest things and try to point you in the right direction.
Yeah. So what about playing? So wants to play, he can't play very often with anybody. Where should he go?
And so PokemonPlay.com or PlayPokemon.com, I don't know which the right one is, but you should be able to do it event locator, and you want to search for premier events because those are events that are officially held. You can search for leagues, yes, but only do premier events. So you can find a local store somewhere around you that is within I know the lowest distance search is 100 miles, and that'll allow you to find which stores are actually vetted, and they have, because you can't just run a league challenge, you can't just run a pre-release. You have to actually be a vetted shop in order to be able to run those things. So those shops that are vetted most likely will have an active league that they have every single week. I know my local game shop, they play every Thursday, but the only way that they've been able to keep people engaged is having like mini tournaments every single Thursday. This Thursday, it's an actual league challenge during league. So it's like, I want to go to it, you know? So it's, but I wouldn't normally go to the league, but because it's a premier event, that draws me in.
Sure. Because
I want to play competitively. So I hope that answers some questions.
So what was that website to look and find events?
Playpokemon.com. Yeah, if you just go to Pokemon.com, it's like one of the top things, and it shows like the cards.
Okay.
It's in the top banner there.
Yeah, hopefully that helps.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that happened to you. To be honest, like I used to run a league too, and sometimes it would be just, me sitting there like waiting for people, and then sometimes only one person showed up, and it's like, and it stinks for both sides, because like I was the league leader and I was like always there,
right?
And it would be like, okay, nobody's coming, and then like as I'm getting ready to leave, it's like somebody shows up, and it's like, man, it's just you and that person, so it's like it does put you in a tough position, and it's like because time and attention, that's everybody wants your attention, so it's like finding that balance is tough.
Yeah,
but running that league is important. So I think anybody that does run a league should actively be there. And it stinks that other person that was there
didn't want to be.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Yeah.
And it is cool that you got the promo cards. Some judges or some shops are very, very strict on those. And some are like, dude, we're just happy you're here. Here's a stack from like the past 3 seasons. And if you do play online, there are code cards that they get as well. So make sure to ask about those. Because I know that when I ran League, they started giving out codes, but like nobody wanted the codes because nobody played online.
Right. Well, hopefully that helps. Like I'm in the complete opposite direction. Like I don't want anything to do with real people in real life playing real cards, but like I am all about playing online. So, that makes it super easy for me. Like I don't have to have awkward conversations with people that don't want to talk to me and whatnot. But like at the same time, like I'm missing out on some cool things like promo cards, pre-release parties.
Yeah, and that's such a tough position.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't get out to every single event. So people have these like promo Cynthias from a regionals here, or promo custom catcher from this and promo that, and I was like, I'm not around. I don't get to go to all those events, so I don't get to see those promo cards.
But let us know. Like, keep us posted. Don't feel bad about writing into Vent. Like, we love hearing from everybody out there. Even if it's complaints about whatever the case is. But I'm sorry. Who was the person that wrote this in again? What was their name?
Jacob.
Keep in touch with us. Let us know how it goes. We're hoping you find your people out there that want to play with you. You could start having good experiences, because that's what you're looking for. So, yeah, right back. Let us know how it's going.
Yeah, and if that guy who's actually like banned is, that doesn't sound like a good place to be going to.
Yeah, maybe stay away from that.
Especially if it's just like those two guys, like if one guy doesn't know what he's doing and the other guy does, but is supposed to be banned, like what? It doesn't make sense.
There has to be another shop that you find.
Run away! No.
Stranger danger. If
there's any advice, stranger danger.
Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you for the email, though. Appreciate it. Also, before we sign off here, Adam, the people that won cards from me, like I will be shipping them out soon. It's been a crazy week with like everything. Like it's going to happen. I promise. Like I have a care package I need to send to Adam still. Like I have so many things I need to ship out. It will happen. Don't think I forgot about you. I'm trying to stiff you on the cards. Like you will get them. I promise. Throwing that out there.
Hang in there.
That was a good show, Adam.
That was a fantastic show.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody listening is going to think that. But
we got Shiny Charizard on the show, we had Adam.
Fun. We pulled the Shiny Charizard on the show. You pulled the Shiny Charizard. So you've technically opened up 3, and I'm sitting here with just 1.
Better than 0, Adam.
It's better than 0, but
All right, get us out of here.
All right, happy Halloween. Mm-hmm. Hope trick-or-treating served you well. Hopefully somebody took the advice from, I don't know if I said on this show or another show, but I said, you should pack up some sleeves and give those out as trick-or-treat packs.
Episode.
I think that was in last week's. Okay, good. Because I literally just bought a bunch of penny sleeves to be able to make my own packs, and I'm super excited.
Where can people find us?
You can check out everything that we're doing over at PokemonProfessor.com. Check out SpecialConditionsTCG.com. You can email us at SpecialConditionsTCG@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail, text us a picture, text us in general, 732-835-8639. Thank you guys so much just for being here, for checking us out, for listening until this point. And remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal. Bye, trainers.